In the 1800s, many prophecy teachers preached something very different than what's predominantly being taught in evangelical circles today. They emphasized readiness, watchfulness, holiness, and overcoming. Men like Robert Govett, G.H. Lang, D.M. Panton, and even Watchman Nee taught what became known as the partial rapture view. They believed faithful, watching believers would be taken first, while careless and worldly Christians could be left behind to face tribulation discipline. That's why older churches preach messages like, "Don't be left behind," not just to unbelievers, but to believers living spiritually asleep. And honestly, when you read passages like Matthew 25 about the wise and foolish virgins, Luke 21:36, where Jesus said, "Pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape," or Revelation 3:10, where Christ promises to keep the faithful from the hour of trial, one can understand why the early church fathers preached readiness so strongly. But something shifted in the early to mid 1900s. Mainstream evangelical scholars eventually began teaching that all believers would go in the rapture because they were in Christ, regardless of their spiritual condition or level of readiness. It was at that point, in my opinion, that scriptural interpretation began yielding to human logic. The reasoning became, if a person is truly saved, how could they possibly not go in the rapture? I personally believe this became an eisegesis moment within parts of the church where human reasoning and assumptions were read into the text rather than drawn from the text itself.